Jurassic World Dominion, with a release date of June 11, 2021, directed by Colin Trevorrow, was different from all the other Jurassic Park franchises because there wasn't supposed to be any islands involved. When this video was made, the movie was not out yet. Obviously, this video was made in 2020 for those of you in the future who are watching. I really hope it lived up to your expectations. But it made me think, what would be the biggest issue? Whether it was addressed in the movie or not, since I'm in the past, I have no idea. What would be the biggest problem with the Jurassic World Dominion dinosaurs being on the mainland? And no, it wouldn't be that they're on mainland, because everyone always says, why is it so hard to kill the dinosaurs? It's not like we don't have beyond advanced technology, and even by that time, it would be kind of ludicrous for us to believe that nobody would be killing dinosaurs for sport. So, you can think that dinosaurs would be dangerous, and the only way they'd be dangerous is that they're spreading sicknesses to other animals around them, or the dinosaurs, like Plague of Madness from Primal, from Jenny Tartakovsky, said his name right first time around, yes. Maybe as a result of the dinosaurs mixing in with our ecosystem, they get sicknesses from other animals here that are used to it, and then they turn into freaking zombies. Of course, that would be total overkill for a Jurassic World movie, and if they were going to take that avenue, it would have to be done very tastefully. If anything, they'd probably make them a lot more aggressive than normal, and then explain it away by the sickness in their brain as a result of being exposed to the pathogens of creatures and ecosystems way outside of Isla Nublar, because nobody really addresses that at all. See, the dinosaurs grew up with a certain immune system on their island. That was their closed environment from the rest of the world. Then all of a sudden they are dunked into a smorgasbord of other creatures and species that totally evolved different from the dinosaurs. And I know that they were genetically engineered, but these dinosaurs have done some short-term evolution or adaptation where they just are different. They have a different biological makeup than the rest of the animals, and even with their antibodies and stuff. You wonder why deer and dogs and stuff don't get sick when they eat each other? No, deer don't eat dogs. You know what I mean? It's the same reason when people from another section of the world discovered another piece of land somewhere far away from their boat and found out that they actually were not the first humans that were on that land, that the people there get sick because all of a sudden the pathogens that you're carrying or the germs that you're carrying are not germs or bacteria or viruses that the people who've been living on this specific land remotely all their lives were ever exposed to. So their immune system has no idea how to handle all these new germs, and a lot of the people get really sick with God knows what that doesn't affect you, and they die out. In an excerpt from Science Mag about Christopher Columbus and Hispaniola, when Taino gathered on the shores of San Salvador to welcome a small party of foreign sailors on the 12th of October 1492, they had little idea what lay in store. They laid down their weapons willingly and brought the foreign sailors, Christopher Columbus and his crewmen, tokens of friendship, parrots, bits of cotton thread, and other presents. Columbus later wrote that the Taino remained so much our friends that it was a marvel. A year later, Columbus built his first town on the nearby island of Hispaniola, where the Taino numbered at least 60,000 and possibly as many as 8 million, according to some estimates. But by 1548, the Taino population there had plummeted to less than 500. Lacking immunity to old-world pathogens carried by the Spanish, Hispaniola's indigenous inhabitants fell victim to terrible plagues of smallpox, influenza, and other viruses. And so, as history has shown, epidemics have become a common consequence of contact. It is to be expected that when you're bringing a new organism from one specific island or place or region into a new territory of organisms or creatures that have not been exposed to those species, you're going to bring the new germs with you or with them, thus infecting the creatures already living there. So that's something that we have to think about. That's something we have to consider. Either the dinosaurs would make a lot of the species sick on the mainland, or the mainland creatures would make the dinosaurs sick. And if they made the dinosaurs sick with rabies or something, possibly something that would make them really aggressive for the story's sake, I can understand why the dinosaurs would be even 100 times more scary than otherwise. The other issue is breeding. Yeah, that's a big one too, because a lot of the dinosaurs will breed very fast, especially the smaller ones. Not to mention their blood is mixed up with a whole bunch of stuff, so if their physiology and their genders can change, it's pretty certain that for the plot's sake, a lot of them would start to look drastically different over time, and it wouldn't be a very long time either. Yes, those are horrible problems and issues that I could see them having to deal with in that movie, but that's not the biggest problem with the Jurassic World Dominion dinosaurs. Oh no. Yes, sickness is one, breeding is one, but the biggest problem is what it's always been for as long as these Jurassic Park movies have been out. Genetic tampering and engineering. Oh yes. Remember, engine's all apart now. I mean, Henry Wu sold a lot of these embryos to the highest bidders. So what do you think they're doing with them? If he tried to make a militarized dinosaur like the Indoraptor that bullets don't pierce, what do you think these rich guys are going to be doing with them that have the money to fund, that have the money to make these dinosaurs a reality? As I've said in previous videos, I really feel like this Jurassic World movie could be a precursor to Pokemon. For all we know, you look down to the future of the Jurassic Park saga, you're going to see dinosaurs shooting atomic beams out of their eyes. You're going to see dinosaurs who are engineered to withstand 900 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures and maybe even more. Dinosaurs that don't require oxygen to breathe. God knows what the possibilities are with genetic engineering. You know what that means? Dinosaurs like the Indoraptor are worse than the Indoraptor and the Indominus Rex that are 1,000 times harder to control, 100 times more intelligent, and possibly have these crazy powers like the ability to regenerate quickly after having an arm chopped off. Not only will these new aggressive genetically engineered dinosaurs that are unkillable target humans as their victims, but they'll also target the other dinosaurs that are more closely to dinosaurs like Blue and Rexy. It would be very problematic if a pack of velociraptors like the Indominus Rex or like the Indoraptor had very thick hide that possibly could withstand fire and bullets. Can you imagine a scene with a velociraptor being blown up or set on fire? Someone throws or tosses a Molotov cocktail at it and you're like, oh, it's burning up, look at it in the fire, burning up like that. And then you see the thing exiting the fire in slow motion. One leg comes out of the flames still on fire. Its sickle raptor claw clicking on the ground with the fire kind of teasing off of it and the raptor slowly purring and coming through the fire like Satan opening his curtain of flame to seduce you violently in the bedroom. Can you imagine how terrified people would be if they saw that? Holy crap. Kill it with fire does not work in this instance. Honestly, I think that would be the biggest problem with these dinosaurs, the newer type dinosaurs, and I'd be really disappointed and shocked if they don't address that because they kind of alluded to that at the end of the Fallen Kingdom movie. What do you guys think about this? What do you think the problem is going to be with the Jurassic World Dominion dinosaurs? What do you think the main aggressor of the plot is going to be? The antagonist of the story? Because they're probably going to use this to push the story to the other movies as well. Let's be serious because we all know it's been confirmed that the franchise is not ending. Yes. Let us know in the comments and thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori, you ask, we answer.